Oki. Itam exists. Good day. It is just past noon on Tuesday, August 20th, 2020, in the lunar cycle Okonokist Otsitsits Biwenda Saskatoons ripen. And I'm just down here in the forest main, having conducted my skunk business for the morning. I decided I'd just come poke around at Spopikimi a little bit. And I have this mama deer here, this whitetail doe. See her there by the base of that tree. Almost 100% certain she has a fawn somewhere in there with her. And she and I have been body languaging to one another. See, I can't even see her now, but she's directly behind that tree. Yeah, she and I have been body languaging with one another here for probably 20 minutes. And I'm just hanging out to see if maybe I can learn something from her or about her in the way that she negotiates this situation where she knows I'm aware of her, she's aware of me. She didn't want me to be looking straight at her, hey? See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. How's she gonna play this? Now, previous to me turning on the video camera, I did not stand and stare straight at her like this, like I just did when she turned her body sideways. But she was staring directly at me, and then I turned sideways like that to her. See, this is what I'm talking about. The language. She has there's kind of a, I think, there's kind of a universal bovine language in addition to a species-specific body language among bovines, among like deer, horses. Yeah, there she is. Now she's seen me again. And now I'm gonna sit behind this tree. Should I come out the other side? She's waiting to see. Oh, there she is. Sorry, my camera aim was crummy there for a second. All right. See, I'm gonna hang out here, see what becomes. Interesting. Look at this. Now she's acting really nonchalant. Maybe I'll do the same. I'm walking with my shoulder away from her now. Just heading over to these other trees again. Yeah, my head's facing away. All right, I think I'm blocked now, yeah. I was noticing the difference between these two trees, which are basically, you know, part of the same tree. But this one has really nice bark still attached going into the root. And as a result, it looks good. Even though it has a significant burn patch, the bark looks and feels like, to the touch, feels good. Compared to this neighboring trunk, which is again of the same tree, it too has bark leading down to the ground. Just check back with our friend here. It too has bark leading down to the ground, but it doesn't seem to be as, like when I feel it to the touch on the bark side, on the other side of the tree away from me, which I can't reach right now without interrupting this. On that side, the bark feels okay to the touch, but on this side, it's very dry. Hey, this is dry and crispy for at least a little ways up here. I don't know how far, but it's definitely been differentially affected as compared to its neighbor. I'm still curious, of course, what the long-term effects of the fire are going to be here to the forest. I think we're going to lose a bunch of trees this winter. Where's our friend now? Okay, she's headed over this way. She's not running away, but she's making her way in that direction. I'll probably slowly follow because I want to see a little bit more how this dance plays out. I haven't recorded much the last couple of days. I might have a rattlesnake recording from a couple of days ago, and if so, I'll include that somewhere in the video, maybe right here. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, no, this is a good sized guy. Could be that same guy that I moved the other day. It's no small fry rattlesnake. Oh yeah, for sure. Almost bit your dog, hey?
Oh my god, he jumped. I was like, that's the only reason why I saw it, right? Because he jumped. How far does he jump?
His body length.
What's that?
The length of his body. He can strike the length of his body.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Scary! Apparently he's the rattlesnake guy right here. That's so scary. Well, thank you for what you do. Are you the only one in town?
Yeah. Yeah, I figured it was a good chance that this was the same one that I picked up in Tudor on Thursday, but it's completely not. It's a totally different snake. So I don't know if I've seen this one before. Very healthy size male snake. Not a small fry by any stretch. Whoop. See if he can let himself out there. Pretty heavy, might tip the bucket. So we go down slowly. Very handsome rattlesnake. Hey. Alright, buddy, we're gonna leave you be. Well, that's first call of the day. No doubt there'll be more. But yeah, I did have one rattlesnake pickup, I think, that I haven't documented to the public on video yet. Most of my days have been spent doing morning skunk rounds, you know, in the last week or so. Morning skunk rounds, and then hanging out at home, often with the kids, for the next while. Did I lose her? I might have. No, she's right in there. Do you see her? So I'll zoom in, see if you can see her. She's very camouflaged. She's right in the thick here. One of the things that amazes me about deer is that they can move through, you know, the thickets so silently. Yeah, I see her there. I'm gonna kind of turn away for a second. I'll turn the camera away too. Maybe you'll pick up something behind me while I'm gabbing. I've got new glasses. These, I'll probably do a product review maybe at some point. These are Zenny. I think I'll order a second pair, and then when the second pair arrives, I'll do a product review. These cost like 60 bucks. They have, you know, a clip-on shades. I wear really, you know, a heavy prescription, so it's hard to get a lightweight lens that feels comfortable, but these have been very pleasing. I didn't know what I was going to end up with, and I'm wearing those in the mornings now so that I can have contact lens wearing later. Do you see her? She's in there. She is. See her? Because it is Sundance time. Akokatsin on the Blood Reserve, and getting ready for the horns to start dancing. I think tonight, I think they're doing some, horns are doing some transfers. Horn Society of the Bloods doing some transfers today. And then they'll be dancing for their first of four nights of dancing tonight. Brave Dogs have already gone. I think the Women's Society came in, did a private ceremony with some prayers and such there. Well, private public, you know, because it's there with everybody there, but they did not do their regular dancing and such. I'm sure due to COVID. There is going to be a Okan ceremony this year too. So I think the Sundance here is going to go on another week and a half. And I'll be spending some time in the evenings out there. So yesterday and today I'm saving my eye a little bit so that I can go out there tonight and wear contacts and feel a little comfortable. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's got a fawn around here. It's not surprised me that the fawn is staying bedded down. I just took a couple movements her way and she's very alert about it. I turn my shoulder to her again here briefly. I've not got a confirmation date yet on my arts and entrepreneurship program as to whether it's running September or not, and whether I can go to work as I might have today on starting to rack up hours. Planning for the delivery. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's what I'm hoping my winter work is going to be. It's going to be a challenge, though, I think, this winter for everybody in negotiating, you know, how we're going to deal with those kind of settings, group educational settings. Here in Alberta, in Lethbridge, it looks like our schools are going to open, our primary schools, you know, all the K through 12. Looks like they're going to open, but parents have the option right now of selecting whether they want their kids in school starting September or online. And you have to choose one or the other by August 10th, I think. So the school has time to prepare for, you know, the number of students in each delivery form. Yeah, she's still right there. See, now if she didn't have a fawn here, she'd be out of here by now, right? I'm sitting here yapping. Whitetail deers in general here are very spooky. They don't like to have people around them. She's got, you know, in terms of defense, she's got a little kind of berm between us of earth, you know, so that I see her head sticking up very well. But if I was, you know, trying to take a body shot with, you know, something human like a bow and arrow, it's not going to happen. And there's a lot of obstacles. Look at all the brush obstacles between us. She's much more comfortable here, I'm sure, than where she was in kind of open grass with tree trunks as our obstacles, you know. So this is something to take notice of, this strategy she's using. Because for sure, if I thought, okay, I can guesstimate where her body is, let me take a shot, I'm gonna get pretty lucky to hit her through all of this brush that's between us, you know. So she's being defensive. Let me take another few steps forward. Let's see where her response is. There's a very thick brush between us. I can't even see her at the moment. I know I'm there. She is. I see her now. All right, I'm going to try to pass her. See if she allows me to pass. I'm not looking at her, but the camera hopefully is. I'm going to head over here to some shade. And I'm going to use the shade as a stopping point for me. There. Now I'm going to still kind of face away from her, but I can look over my shoulder and give you this perspective for a second. She's nervous. I'm gonna maybe continue walking just a little bit up here. Still stay in the shade, but give her a little more room. I could sense her wondering if she should panic. Now she has some more space, and she's not nearly as panicky looking. Oh, we got an ear flitch there though. And when the ears are going like that, maybe she's getting mosquitoes. I am a little bit. Yeah, she's gonna make more distance. More distance, but not that much more, and sticking into the, going right into the brush. Back in the direction from where we met. And again, in there somewhere is no doubt her fawn. So, don't know how much more we'll learn from her today, or whether my learning mind is just feeling like it should close. But, you know, I feel like I got something, right? Looking at her strategy. She didn't leave her fawn, though she would have if she had to. She would have left it hidden there, but at this age, the fawns are more prone to run after their moms, and that would have been bad. So she's probably a little bit more willing to stay close if she can. And so she sized up the threat and kept an eye on me, and moved herself to a very strategic but local position. And I don't know. I think I using what bovine universal language I have. I was trying to communicate to her that I'm a non-threat by turning my shoulder away, you know, turning my back on her. So, and I think that probably worked to some extent. But yeah, deer language. A field study in deer language. Anyway, just out for my walk, touching base with the pond, and it's getting hot, so probably gonna pack it in, go home, and then this evening, when I know Dave is willing to cover the snakes, I'll probably pop out to the Sundance for a little while and see what's shaking out there, though. Video recorders don't go there. It's strictly taboo. No photos, no video. But one of the largest, most traditional indigenous ceremonies in North America. You can take a photo of the camp from the distance, or a little video on far approach. Maybe I'll do that just to give you a sense when we get there. Probably have snake calls between. We'll see.